friends, and welcome back to Mass Effect. In yesterday's video, Shepard became a Spectre. So she's Spectre Commander Shepard, or Commander Spectre Shepard, or just Spectre Shepard, maybe one of those. I'm not really sure how she's going to be addressed going forward, but that happened. So in today's video, I have big plans. I have lots of big plans, and I'm probably not going to get through a fraction of them. But anyway, so my plans for today are to continue to work on this quest, Citadel Expose Saren. So I've proven that Saren is connected with the Geth, and as a reward, the Council has made me a Spectre. And I need to go track him down as well. That's my other, probably more important job. So we need to go and find the ambassador who will provide me with a ship and a crew. And I have to meet him at the Alliance docking bay, which is accessible through the central elevator. Oh, in the Academy. Well, I'm glad I read that because I would have totally missed it otherwise. But I'm hoping that I can get my ship, and then on my ship, A, be able to talk to my companions because I haven't been able to really do that yet. And then also B, be able to switch up my companions because once I've done all of that, I want to come back to the Citadel and work on some of these side quests I have. And I know I could fast travel, but elevator banter, and I need to find some more of the keepers too. So let's see what they have to say.
In other news, Exogeny Corp is still denying reports that one of their survey teams has gone missing in the Hades Gamma Cluster. When asked why communication with the survey team was suddenly cut off last week, company officials refused to comment.
I do wonder though, if I'm going to go to all the places that the news people keep talking about, where like all these, journal. I was just going to say, like, where all these people need help. Am I going to get a quest to go and do that? And yes, the answer is yes. So UNC missing survey team. News vids indicate that a survey team in the Hades Gamma Cluster recently dropped out of contact. Go to the Hades Gamma Cluster and find out what happened to them. So find the missing researchers, travel to the Antaeus, you just said it, Jesika. Antaeus system in the Hades Gamma Cluster to look for the missing survey team. That's kind of funny that I had that random thought. Oh, look, a keeper. Oh, and I need to do some Codex entries before we get much further. So scan the keeper. And then let's do some Codex entries before I forget. So we've got secondary. Any ones that can be read to me? Does not look like it. So let's see, non-council races. We've got the Quarians pilgrimage. So when Quarians of the migrant fleet reach young adulthood, they must leave their birth ship and find a new crew to accept them as permanent residents. To prove themselves, they must recover something of value. This is offered to their prospective captain as proof that they will not be a mere burden on the shoestring resources of the ship. So this process is called the pilgrimage. Stripped of ritual, the pilgrimage is merely an attempt to maintain genetic diversity within the small, relatively isolated population bases that make up the migrant fleet. Small, isolated Didn't they say it was like a population, the Quarians, like the migrant fleet was 17 million? That doesn't seem small to me. Or is it 17 billion? Either way, it's not like they're like 5,000 people. So if the young stayed and married within their birth vessel, the risk of inbreeding would increase sharply. Oh, that makes sense. So they have to go on this pilgrimage to find something in the universe and give it to a different ship captain within their fleet. And then they join that ship so that they can meet and do what they do there. So I think I understand, and I'm explaining it very poorly. Anyway, Quarians are surgically fitted with their various immunity-boosting implants in preparation for leaving on pilgrimage. Having grown up within the sterile, controlled environments of the migrant fleet, ships Quarians have virtually no natural immune system. Oh, that's why they're all encapsulated. Oh, that makes sense. See, it makes sense eventually. So Citadel and Galactic Government. I have a bunch of these. So let's do Citadel Station, Citadel Services, Security Services, CSEC. Oh my gosh, so many S's. So Citadel Security is a volunteer police service answering to the Citadel Council. The 200,000 constables of CSEC are responsible for maintaining public order in the densely populated Citadel. They also provide pirate suppression, customs enforcement, and search and rescue throughout the Citadel cluster. CSEC has 6 divisions: enforcement, uniformed officers who patrol the Citadel and respond to emergencies, investigation, detectives who puzzle out the truth behind crimes and bring perpetrators to justice. Customs screens the thousands of passengers and cargo containers that pass through the Citadel's ports every day. Network deals with cyber crimes like identity and copyright theft, hacking and viral attacks, and illegal artificial intelligence. Special Response deals with hostage situations, bombs, and heavily armed criminals. In the unlikely event that attackers board the Citadel, they are also the front line of defense, armed with military-grade equipment. Patrol, the naval arm with ships stationed throughout the Citadel cluster. Unlike the other divisions, they are rarely seen at the Citadel, nor do they stay in one place for long. Joining CSEC is prestigious. Applications must be sponsored by a Citadel counselor or the ambassador of an associate council race. Generally, applicants have many years of distinguished service in the military or police force of their nation, but an inexperienced applicant with demonstrable talent will be fairly considered. CSEC and the Spectres are often at odds. Many CSEC members, notably current executive Renari Palin, believe that allowing Spectres to be above the law is a dangerous practice. Yeah, considering the current situation, that makes total sense. The actions of Saren Arturius lend credence to this position. I mean, if I would just keep reading. The Spectres, in turn, are aggravated when CSEC's dedication to procedure and due process hampers the investigations. Again, the world building and effort they are putting into this game is crazy awesome. And yeah, I can understand why CSEC and the Spectres don't get along, because they both think they're right, and they're going to butt heads. And again, world building, it just makes sense, because that if this existed, you could see this happening. Anyway, the Citadel Station Presidium Ring. So the ring is an enclosed loop of park-like space serving as the connection point for the wards. The interior walls are lined with the embassies of influential species and private residences for the galaxy's elite. The Presidium is full of open-air restaurants. I haven't seen any. Bars I've seen, luxurious meeting areas, kind of, yeah. Gravity is about 1/3 Earth normal. A holographic sky is projected over the ceiling of the ring. Unlike the 24/7 bustle of the wards, the Presidium maintains a 20-hour day schedule with a 6-hour night, where lights are dimmed and the sky goes through a night cycle. You know, they probably won't do it in game, because if it's anything like Dragon Age, they didn't do a day-night cycle, which I really wish they had done. That's something in games that I really appreciate. The Witcher did that, but you know, Dragon Age, so I'm assuming Mass Effect won't, which I'm now repeating myself. Anyway, offices and residences are often open to the interior. It is not unusual for embassies to have no exterior wall at all. This does not cause a crime problem due to heavy CSEC presence and ubiquitous monitoring devices on the Presidium. Thieves are quickly identified and apprehended. The ring is the location of the Citadel's spaceports. Being closer to the center of spin, there is less motion for a ship to match, and the reduced spin gravity makes handling cargo easier. Okay, that makes sense. Hundreds of ships pass through the Citadel every day, and every species with an embassy is granted a private dock. Oh, okay, that again makes sense. The tower at the center of the ring holds the administration of the Citadel Council. The tower rises over a kilometer from the ring, appearing to thrust forward parallel to the ward arms. As the tower is at the center of the spin axis, it experiences little centrifugal force. Gravity is maintained using mass effect fields at a 90-degree angle to the ring and wards. A consular dock can be found at the base of the tower. While normally used for diplomatic couriers and Spectre business, the shuttles docked here can evacuate the council government in an emergency. I mean, like, somebody took the time to even think of an evacuation plan.
Please do not disturb the keepers.
I didn't, well, I did touch the keeper, but it's fine. But yeah, the world building is amazing. I know I could fast travel, but again, I want to...
Let all races
hang on.
the glory of the Enkindlers who raised them all to enlightenment. Where there was only darkness, the Enkindlers gave light. Where there was only ignorance, the Enkindlers gave wisdom. Where there was only silence, the Enkindlers gave the gift of speech. This very station is the work of the Enkindlers, their gift to all their children.
It's the preaching Hanar that I helped a few days ago, but again, I wanted to overhear conversations just like this one.
I get the feeling they're not used to seeing Krogan walking around up here.
Yeah, you haven't changed. I wonder if I went by the statue if you'd have anything else to say, potentially. But I want to look for keepers, like this guy, and then also overhear conversations, hence the reason... Oh, nice. I didn't finish, did I? Scan the keepers. No, I've got 4 more to go. But I keep interrupting myself. But either way, we're heading to the academy. And I know where it's at, I think. I think it's down here, right? Yes, the academy. What's the quest over here for? Talk with diplomat. Okay, the plan is to come back right away. Hopefully, maybe. We'll see what happens. Is this the academy? It is the academy. And look, more elevator banter potentially.
In breaking news, Chairman Burns of the Parliament Subcommittee on Transhuman Studies has been kidnapped by biotic extremists. The biotics commandeered a freighter and were last seen in the Hades Gamma Cluster. No demands have yet been made.
A subcommittee, which means there's a regular committee. I mean, again, the world building is just huge. Am I going to rescue? I'm going to rescue this guy too, aren't I? So fanatical biotics in the Hades Gamma Cluster have kidnapped the chairman of the Parliament Subcommittee on Transhuman Studies and are holed up in a derelict freighter in the Feronatus system. So we need to board the freighter. Well, first we need to find the freighter and then board it and make my way to the biotics on board. Oh, there's another quest over here. Oh, that's the one for, the Jalid quest with having to do with the keepers, but I think this is the elevator to the docking bay. Okay. Can I have some actual elevator banter besides just new quests, please?
You Quarians messed up the whole galaxy when you let the Geth break free. Do your people ever talk about it?
Do the Krogan talk about starting a foolish war that resulted in the Turians sterilizing your people?
All the time.
Of course we do. We talk about it every day because we can't have babies. I love the models. I know I say it probably every video, maybe not every video, but I the way he was talking, it just looks very, quote, natural. I mean, like it's a sci-fi video game. But I should probably save after all that. Okay, so Ambassador Dina, but I spy over here. When you guys at me, it means you usually have something new to say. So what's up, Wrex?
A private docking bay. Wonder how much the Alliance had to shell out for this.
A lot, probably. I'm gonna go with a whole lot. How about you, Tali?
The Normandy is amazing, Shepard. It's an honor to be among her crew.
I mean, she's really shiny. Really, really shiny. Again, I have not played this before, so I don't have anything to compare it to, but it's really pretty. But anyway, I spy, my little eye, a keeper needing to be scanned. That was gotta be my funny joke, but I ruined it. Okay, I don't think there's anything else. But look at the size of this place and the multiple arms. It's crazy awesome. All right, Wrex, I'm coming. Sorry, I get distracted very easily. Let's talk to Ambassador Dina.
I've got big news for you, Shepard. Captain Anderson is stepping down as commanding officer of the Normandy. The ship is yours now.
Really?
She's quick and quiet, and you know the crew. Perfect ship for a Spectre. Treat her well, Commander.
Will, what's going on in forced retirement? Yeah, are they making you retire? And before I forget, because I have been forgetting like the last like 3 or 4 videos, you have kindly informed me that when it comes to the conversation wheel, the stuff on the left is usually just like follow-up questions, which is familiar. I feel like Dragon Age 2 had a conversation wheel like it. It's somewhat similar, but anyway. And the top choice on the right is supposed to be nicer Paragon, like more diplomatic responses. The middle is supposed to be neutral, and then the bottom is supposed to be not necessarily bad choices, but I would probably go with more obscenely direct at times, and more what is the opposite of the Paragon? Renegade options. And then some of you said that I should be going with like all Paragon or all Renegade, because that will help give me Paragon and Renegade points, which then could lead to, I think it's like the Charm or Intimidate options. I think technically I should pick one over the other, but I kind of just want to pick what I want to pick. So I gotta say I'm kind of interested to see what a more snarky Renegade option would be like. But again, I kind of want to pick what I want to pick. So that's why I'm probably all over the place, and I apologize now if it triggers you. But anyway, I'm gonna go with forced retirement because I don't want them to make him retire just to give me a ship, because that really kind of sucks.
This isn't right. The Normandy belongs to you.
You needed your own ship. A Spectre can't answer to anyone but the Council. And it's time for me to step down.
There's more to this?
Come clean with me, Captain. You owe me that much.
I was in your shoes 20 years ago, Shepard. They were considering me for the Spectres.
Yeah, what's his name? Harkin mentioned that. I won't lie, I kind of forgot about it. So you should have told me what went wrong. Yeah, what did go wrong?
What happened?
I failed. I couldn't make the cut. It's not something I'm proud of. Ask me later and I'll tell you the whole story. For now, all you need to know is, I was sent on a mission with Saren, and he made sure the Council rejected me.
Huh.
I had my shot. It came and went. Now you have a chance to make up for my mistakes.
Well, you can count on me. Do we have any word on Saren? I mean, I feel like I'm gonna get that answer no matter what. But yeah, don't worry. Saren's gonna pay for, killing all of our people and everything else that he's gonna potentially do.
Saren's not gonna get away this time.
Saren's gone. Don't even try to find him. But we know what he's after. The Conduit. He's got his Geth scouring the Traverse looking for clues.
We had reports of Geth in the Feros system shortly before our colony there dropped out of contact, and there have been sightings around Noveria.
Find out what Saren was after on Feros and Noveria. Maybe you can figure out where the Conduit is before he does.
Yeah, those were the colonies that, I forget his name, one of the vendors in the Citadel mentioned, and I feel like we even got a couple Codex entries on it, so we are gonna go there. But yeah, what about the Reapers?
The Reapers are the real threat.
I'm with the Council on this one, Shepard. I'm not sure they even exist.
But if they do exist, the Conduit's the key to bringing them back. Stop Saren from getting the Conduit, and we stop the Reapers from returning.
You can count on me, is that it? And I'm on it. Well, yeah, you can count on me, but I kind of like the Renegade options. They're so snarky sometimes. I would never be like that in real life. I don't have the nerve to be that snarky, but anyway, I'm on it. Because I feel like Shepard is on it. She's gonna get it done.
I'll stop him.
We have one more lead. Matriarch Benezia, the other voice in that recording. She has a daughter, a scientist who specializes in the Protheans. We don't know if she's involved, but it might be a good idea to try and find her. See what she knows. Her name's Liara, Dr. Liara Tassoni. We have reports she was exploring an archaeological dig on one of the uncharted worlds in the Artemis Tau cluster.
No, that's a good point. We should maybe start there. Get some more information on what we're dealing with, potentially. So that when we go to Feros and Noveria, maybe we have more, again, information to know what we're dealing with.
Sounds like we should head for the Artemis Tau cluster.
It's your decision, Commander. You're a Spectre now. You don't answer to us.
But your actions still reflect on humanity as a whole. You make a mess and I get stuck cleaning it up.
That's your job. It might be necessary. It might be necessary to make a mess. I'm kind of klutzy and I do break things.
I'll do whatever it takes to stop Saren.
Not exactly the answer I was looking for, Shepard. Remember, you were a human long before you were a Spectre. I have a meeting to get to. Captain Anderson can answer any questions you might have.
Oh, I'm going to have tons of questions. So, journal. So, find Liara to Sony. So, we exposed Saren is completed. You've proven Saren is connected with the Geth. And we have everything. And it's just completed. So, our next few quests, we have find Liara Tassoni. Liara Tassoni is an Asari archaeologist famed for her knowledge of the Protheans, is being sought by Saren. Her last known location was somewhere in the Artemis Tau cluster. So explore the uncharted world of Artemis Tau cluster to find Liara Tassoni. And then we now also have Noveria Geth interest. The council has received reports of Geth interest in the corporate research colony of Noveria. The council needs to know why. And then Feros Geth. Oh wait, I have to click on go to Noveria. Okay, so then Feros Geth attack. The Geth have attacked the world of Feros. Your primary objective is to go to the Zeus Hope colony to investigate what Saren is after and why he sent his Geth troops to the planet. So go to Feros. Okay. Well, I'm going to save again, and then we're going to talk to Anderson.
Yes, Commander?
Yeah, are you okay?
How are you holding up?
Honestly, this isn't how I pictured my career coming to an end. Pushing papers really isn't my thing. But you're the one who can stop Saren. I believe in you, Shepard. If that means I have to step aside, so be it.
Yeah, I get it, but like, you know, you could run the ship while I'm gone and just go where I tell you to go. So like, I'm just kind of disappointed that he got shunted to the side. I hope I can like fix that in the future, because that would be nice. So you and Saren have a past.
Tell me what happened with you and Saren 20 years ago.
It's close to 20 years ago now. Ambassador Goyle was our representative here on the Citadel. Like Udina, she wanted to get a human into the Spectres. She chose me. The Council sent Saren to keep an eye on me and evaluate my performance, just like they sent Nihilus to keep tabs on you.
Did he lie to us? I mean, we never asked if he was a Spectre, so technically he didn't lie to us. He just omitted providing us information. But what happened?
I think I deserve the whole story.
We had intel on a rogue scientist being funded by Batarian interests. He was trying to set up a facility to develop illegal AI technology out in the Verge. Alliance intel had done all the work, but the Council wanted a Spectre involved. We compromised. I was assigned to help Saren in his investigation. We tracked the scientist to a refining facility on Kamala. He was hidden away somewhere inside, protected by an army of Batarian mercenaries. The plan was simple. Sneak into the plant, capture the scientist, sneak back out. Quick, quiet, and a minimum of bloodshed.
Yeah, that seems okay, but I'm guessing something very much went wrong.
I'm guessing things didn't go as planned?
Saren and I split up to cover more ground. Then about halfway through the mission, there was a massive explosion in the refinery core. Officially, it was ruled an accident, but I think Saren detonated it on purpose to draw off the enemy guards.
No, it's not a good plan. I mean, like, no. I mean, that's like extremely ruthless. It is a little extreme, but was anyone hurt in the process?
How many casualties?
The explosion tore the refinery to shreds.
Oh, jeez.
The whole place was on fire. Black chemical clouds poured out into the atmosphere. Nobody inside survived. There was a camp for the workers and their families nearby.
Oh, no.
Between the fires and the toxic fumes, the final death count was over 500. Mostly civilians. Saren didn't care. The target was eliminated, mission accomplished, and I ended up taking the blame. That ended all talk of me joining the Spectres.
Why did they blame you? I mean...
Saren caused the explosion. How'd he pin it on you?
In his report, Saren accused me of blowing his cover. He said it was my fault the guards were ready for us. He claimed that's why it turned into a massacre. Saren's report was all the proof the Council needed to kill my chances of becoming a Spectre.
Yeah, it's not fair. It's not fair that they just blindly believed him.
Why'd you let him get away with it?
Who do you think the Council was going to listen to? Me? Or their best agent? I had a bad feeling about him right from the start. I should have been more careful. Maybe I could have stopped things before they got out of hand.
Yeah, I mean, like, you trusted this guy, and he's clearly not a good person or Turian. however you want to define it. So, and it wasn't your fault. It doesn't sound like there's anything you could have done, I don't think.
Don't blame yourself, Captain.
I don't. I blame Saren.
Yeah.
I think he wanted things to go bad. He was looking for an excuse to blow that refinery. Maybe he just likes the violence. Maybe he was just trying to make me look bad to keep humans out of the Spectres. If so, he pulled it off.
This doesn't matter. No, it does. It matters to me, but that's my only other option.
The only thing I care about is stopping Saren.
You're right, Commander. It's no good living in the past.
Yeah, I feel like there was another option that was a bit better. Hang on, let me try and find it. Okay, so forget the past was the option that I also saw. I'm hoping it's a better option, but probably the exact same one.
The only thing I care about is stopping Saren.
You're right, Commander. It's no good living in the past.
Okay, well, let's ask about Feros instead.
Any extra intel you can give me on our colony at Feros?
The entire planet used to be one giant Prothean city.
Wow.
Mostly ruins now. But some of the infrastructure is still intact. The colony tried to build on what the Protheans left behind. We lost all contact with them when the Geth attacked.
Yeah. Is that the planet where the vendor said he lost contact with somebody and he was like, oh, I'm sure it'll be fine. I wonder if that was the one that was on Feros. It's not fine, just like I said it wasn't. So Noveria.
What can you tell me about Noveria?
Noveria's trouble. Always has been. The whole planet's basically a center for corporations to conduct illegal research.
Lovely.
Watch your back there, Shepard. Spectres are about the only form of Citadel authority Noveria respects. But they aren't popular.
Lovely. More lovely. So the Artemis Tau cluster.
What do you know about the Artemis Tau cluster?
Not much. I've never been there myself. A handful of systems with a few small, uncharted worlds, but no real colonies. Might not be easy finding Dr. T'Soni out there. My advice is to look for the world with the Prothean ruins.
Well, you said she was an archaeologist, so yeah, that does make sense. Okay, goodbye.
I should go.
I'll be here if you need anything.
Are you like going to be here, or are you going to be like in an office somewhere? Okay, well, let's save again, just in case I can't come back to the Citadel right away like I would like to. So excited to have my own ship.
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination in progress.
I heard what happened to Captain Anderson. Survives 100 battles and then gets taken down by backroom politics.
Yeah.
Just watch your back, Commander. Things go bad on this mission, you're next on their chopping block.
Yeah, it does feel wrong, but we've got to be ready.
Saren's out there somewhere, and we're gonna find him.
Everyone on this ship's behind you, Commander, 100%. Intercom's open. If you got anything you want to say to the crew, now's the time.
Now we do things my way. I need to be honest with them. Let's just be honest. Now we do things my way. It's a little too snarky and direct for me.
This is Commander Shepard speaking.
We have our orders. Find Saren before he finds the conduit. I won't lie to you, crew. This mission isn't going to be easy.
Nobody is probably going to help us. Eden Prime was just a start. Humanity must do its part. Let's try to inspire them to want to defend the universe, maybe. So let's go with Eden Prime was just the start.
This began with an attack on a human settlement in the Traverse.
But we know Saren won't stop there. His Geth armies aren't going to stay on the far fringes of Citadel space.
Oh, I could do all of them, so humanity must do its part?
For too long, our species has stood apart from the others.
Now it's time for us to step up and do our part for the rest of the galaxy. Time to show them what humans are made of.
Oh, I guess I can't do all of them. And Saren is going to be ready for us, let's be realistic.
Our enemy knows we're coming.
When we go into the Traverse, Saren's followers will be waiting for us. But we'll be ready for them, too.
Everyone is counting on us. They are. We must not fail. Yes, and we have no other options. All of these are accurate, game. Let's just go with the first one.
Humanity needs to do this.
Not just for our own sake, but for the sake of every other species in Citadel space. Saren must be stopped, and I promise you all, we will stop him.
Well said, Commander. Captain will be proud.
Thanks. I feel like inspiring speeches, get people more motivated than like doom and gloom. And if you don't do this, I'll kill you. I'll throw you out an airlock or something. He doesn't matter anymore. No, I liked the captain. We're not going to let him down, and that's what I'm going with.
The captain gave up everything so I could have this chance. We can't fail.
Yes, ma'am.
See, I'm all over the place. Paragon points. I'm all over the place with my points, and that's just how it's going to be. I think I'm just going to have to. I'm going to have to just survive with that. And if I don't get dialogue options, I don't get dialogue options. But I have to go with my gut. Okay. Well, let's see if we can talk. Well, let's try to talk to Joker.
Commander, something you need?
Oh, ship status report, please, sir.
How's the Normandy performing? Is she everything they said she'd be?
She's the best ship in the fleet. If you've got a pilot who knows how to handle her. Balance isn't what you'd expect. Takes a while to get used to that oversized drive core we got stuffed in the back, and her power can sneak up on you if you're not careful. The Normandy's probably too much ship for your average Alliance pilot, Commander. Lucky for you, I'm anything but average.
Okay, but apparently I just want to talk.
I like to know my crew. Mind if I ask you a few questions?
I can see where this is going. You did a background check on me, didn't you? Well, I'll tell you the same thing I told the captain. You want me as your pilot. I'm not good. I'm not even great. I am the best damn helmsman in the Alliance fleet. Top of my class in flight school, I earned that. All those commendations in my file, I earned every single one. Those weren't given to me as charity for my disease.
What are you contagious? Oh my god, that is so snarky and hilarious. Yeah, what are you even talking about? What disease?
What are you talking about? Are you sick?
You mean you didn't know? Oh, crap. Okay, I've got Wrex syndrome, brittle bone disease. The bones in my legs never develop properly. They're basically hollow, too much force and they'll shatter. Even with crutches and my leg braces, it's hard to get around. One wrong step and crack! It's very dramatic, but I've learned to manage my condition, Commander. Put the Normandy in my hands and I'll make her dance for you. Just don't ask me to get up and dance unless, you like the sound of snapping shin bones.
No one likes the sound of that unless they're completely crazy. But is that an actual thing? Me not knowing. I'm totally gonna Google this when I edit it, and I'll put the answer right here. But how'd you get your nickname?
Why does everyone call you Joker?
It's a lot shorter than saying Alliance Flight Lieutenant Jeff Moreau. Plus, I love to make little children laugh.
Yeah, right.
I was just thinking how much you remind me of Santa Claus.
Look, I didn't pick the name. One of the instructors in flight school used to bug me about never smiling. She started calling me Joker, and it stuck.
Were you unhappy? Is that why you didn't smile? I mean, he probably was very defensive about his disease because he didn't want to get picked on, and he wanted to prove himself and didn't want to be labeled as something, wanted to be a pilot, and I'm off on a tangent, I know.
Why didn't you ever smile?
Hey, I worked my ass off in flight school, Commander. The world's not gonna hand you anything if you go around grinning like an idiot. By the end of the year, I was the best pilot in the academy, even better than the instructors, and everybody knew it. They'd all got their asses kicked by the sickly kid with the creaky little legs. One guess who was smiling at graduation?
You were? Well, tell me about your disease.
I need to know more about this Wrex syndrome if I'm putting my ship in your hands.
Yeah, of course you do. It's an extremely rare condition. Nobody knows exactly what causes it. Genetic, maybe. It's treatable, but there's no cure. They classify my case as moderate to severe. I was born with over a dozen fractures, hip, thighs, ankles. My bones were already breaking in the womb.
Oh, gosh.
100 years ago, I wouldn't have survived past my first year. Lucky for me, modern medical science has turned me into a productive member of society.
How do you do your job? Well, he uses his hands to do his job, so he seems fine.
You're not gonna break a bone trying to fly the ship, are you?
I don't fly with my feet, Commander, so I'm fine as long as I'm in this chair. I gotta be real careful when I get up to take a piss, though. I can do my job as well as anyone on the ship. Better, actually. So don't worry about it.
I'm not worried. I didn't mean to make you defensive. I'm sorry. I apologize that my Shepard's a little too direct sometimes.
I'm not trying to make you uncomfortable. Let's talk about something else.
Whatever you want, Commander.
Okay, so I think that's it.
I have to go.
All right, see ya.
It's like whatever, you may leave now. Oh yeah, are we gonna take time to talk to everybody here? Yes, we are. Navigator Presley. Ooh, I'm the commanding officer, so I can open up the galaxy map now. Ooh, we're gonna look at that.
If anyone has to take over for Captain Anderson, I'm glad it's you. I'm not sure about having non-humans on our ship, though.
Are you questioning me, sir?
I'm in charge here, Presley. I decide if we have non-humans on this vessel.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, ma'am. Understood, ma'am.
Yeah, get in line, dude. And they're awesome. I've known him for 5 seconds, but so far they seem awesome. So aliens on the ship? Question mark?
Speak freely, Presley. I want to know if you have a problem with non-humans.
It's not that, Commander. Humanity has always handled its own problems. Saren attacked one of our colonies. We should be the ones to stop him. We don't need their help.
Yeah, it's not just our problem, though. He's gonna affect the whole. We're not the only species in the galaxy, sir. That's gonna affect everybody. Or galaxies, universes. I'm not defining my star systems appropriately because I don't anyway.
This is bigger than humanity. Saren's a threat to every species in the galaxy, and I'll welcome anyone who wants to help me bring him down.
Hmm?
I guess so. Maybe I'm just stuck in the old ways of thinking. But don't worry, Commander. This won't be a problem.
Well, okay, that's good. And let's ask some personal questions.
How did you end up assigned to the Normandy?
I signed up with the Alliance as a navigator right out of school, following in my grandfather's footsteps, I guess. My first posting was on the Agincourt. We were at Elysium during the Skillian Blitz. A massive fleet of alien raiders hit the colony, trying to wipe it out. They had the numbers, but their ships were no match for an Alliance frigate. It was a slaughter. We couldn't even keep track of how many ships they lost.
And now you're here?
How'd you end up on the Normandy?
I got my officer's commission after Elysium. Must have made an impression on the right people. Captain asked for me when he was picking his crew.
Wow. Okay, bye.
Carry on, Presley.
Yes, ma'am.
Ooh, Renegade. +2. I'm gonna just all over the place. Galaxy map. Ooh, I'm so excited to see what places we can potentially go to. Oh, Citadel, supposedly constructed by the long-extinct Protheans, this colossal deep space station serves as the capital of the Citadel Council. Gravity is simulated through rotation and is a comfortable 1.02 standard Gs on the wards and a light 0.3 standard Gs on the Presidium ring. Total length is 44.7 kilometers. I'm American, I have no idea what that means. I'll have to Google. Diameter, 12.8 kilometers. Population, 13.2 million, not including keepers. Gross weight is 7.11 billion metric tons. Oh my, that's gonna be interesting. How do I go other places? Okay. Oh, okay. Escape again. Okay. Escape again. Okay. What's over here? Okay, so Asteroid X-57, Noveria, Argos Rho, Gemini Sigma, Hades Gamma, oh, Liara's dig site. Ding, ding, ding. Let's exit. We're gonna probably spend way too much time in that map reading everything in the future. I'm in the camp. This is my ship. This shouldn't be a new thing because my other series that I'm playing right now is The Outer Worlds and I have my own ship there too. But it's a new ship and it's different and I have an elevator. That's right. Who was in here? This was Medical Bay. Ooh, let's replenish my med gel. I remember that fight with Fist that was awful and embarrassing how awful I was at it. I gotta get better at the mechanics of this game. I know. But anyway, let's talk to Dr. Chakwas.
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
Of course. Kaden Alenko.
How well do you know the lieutenant?
I'd never worked with him before this mission. But he has an impressive service record. Over a dozen special commendations. Tends to keep to himself, though. Maybe because of the headaches. It's not easy being an L2.
Did we already have this conversation? I don't remember it. So if we did, I'm sorry, but we have to have it again.
What does that have to do with it?
Well, most biotics now use the L3 implants. Lieutenant Alenko was wired with the old L2 configuration. Sometimes there are complications.
Is this the where she tells me that he could possibly go insane and kill us? Complications?
What kind of complications?
Severe mental disabilities, insanity, crippling physical pain. There's a long list of horrific side effects. Kaidan's lucky. He just gets migraines.
Yeah, it's the insane and kill us complications. So let's ask a personal question, because I love those.
How did you end up serving on an Alliance ship?
I enlisted right out of med school. Earth always seemed boring to me. Too safe, too secure. I figured the colonies were teeming with exotic adventure. I wanted to travel the stars, tending the wounds of tough soldiers with piercing eyes and sensitive souls. Turns out military life isn't quite as romantic as I'd imagined. But humanity needs the Alliance if we want to keep expanding through the Traverse, and the Alliance always needs good doctors. So I stayed on to do my part.
Well, do you have any regrets?
Ever think you made the wrong choice?
Sometimes I think about opening a private practice back on Earth, or maybe taking a position at one of the new med centers out in the colonies. But there's something special about working on soldiers. If I left the Alliance now, I'd feel like I was abandoning them.
I feel like I've said it before, but I love her doctor's outfit. It's so cool.
Goodbye, Commander.
I mean, Commander 1 isn't bad. It seems very military-esque, you know? My vast military knowledge, which I don't have. But it works for me. And I like that they aren't all the same, that she is dressed differently. And she has appropriate shoes. And Shepard has appropriate shoes. Not running around in high heels or something. But let's see. Who else is over here? Let's talk to Kaden.
Anything you need, Commander?
Tactical appraisal?
What's your opinion on the last mission?
I don't see how we could have done things any better. At least not without getting to Eden Prime sooner. And we were on the scene faster than any other Alliance ship could have been.
Okay. I'm looking for personal input.
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
I've wasted enough of your time for now, Commander. We'll have time for personal debriefings later.
We'll talk another time, Lieutenant.
Commander?
Kaden, my locker isn't here anymore like it used to be. And then sleeper pod. Codex entry. Okay. I'm guessing these are like the cryogenic chambers for long travels kind of sleeping pods, because that would make the most sense. Is this my room? Personnel manual. This has got to be my room, right? What is it? It doesn't actually say. What does the map say? Captain's office. That would be my room. Where is everybody else? Are they downstairs now? Because I thought Ashley was up here. Because it's just the 2 levels, I think. Okay, there's Garrus, there's Wrex, and Ashley. Perfect. And then Alliance Requisition Officer. What was down here again? This was the cool core looking thing, yeah. Oh, Tali's over here. Okay. So let's talk to Engineer Adams.
Hey, Commander, you know that Quarian Tali? She's been spending all her time down here asking me about our engines.
I'll get rid of her. No, is she bothering you?
I'll tell her to leave you alone.
What? No, she's amazing. I wish my guys were half as smart as she is. Give her a month on board and she'll know more about our engines than I do.
Huh.
She's got a real knack for technology, that one. I can see why you wanted her to come along.
What? I didn't. I totally didn't want her to come. No, she's useful. I mean, like, I don't know, but in theory, she should be useful, right?
I figured she'd be a real asset to the team.
You got an eye for talent, Commander, but I'm guessing that's not why you came down here.
No, I want to ask about the stealth system, apparently.
Fill me in on the IES stealth system. How does it work exactly?
You can't hide a ship out in space. They emit too much heat and radiation. Too easy for sensors to pick them up, unless you find a way to capture those emissions.
So our stealth systems trap the energy we give off in storage sinks built into the ship itself. No emissions to give away our location. Eventually the sinks have to be vented. More than a few hours silent running and they overheat. Cook us inside our own hull.
So we're invisible? I don't think we're invisible because we didn't look invisible when we went onto Eden Prime.
There's no way for anyone to detect us?
A visual scan can still pick us up. Anyone looking out a window can see us plain as day. But you have to be pretty close to get an actual visual out in space. Most vessels rely on scanners. As long as the stealth systems are engaged, they can't see us. Not unless we accelerate to FTL speeds.
So FTL gives us away?
Why doesn't it work with faster-than-light travel?
Cranking up to FTL blue shifts our emissions, pushes them into frequencies too high to capture in the sinks. As soon as we make the jump, it's like setting off a flare. Sensors can pick up our location whenever we enter or exit FTL flight, but for short-range missions, our stealth systems are amazing, and we've got the only one.
Why do we have the only one? Why? If they work so great, why isn't every Alliance ship outfitted with it, unless it's like super expensive? But anyway, the Normandy.
I want to know more about the Normandy.
She's the best ship I've ever served on, probably the fastest vessel ever designed, and she's the only one using the new Tantalus drive core.
Drive core? Question mark?
What's so special about the Tantalus drive core?
Proportionally, it's about twice the size of any other vessel. Not only are we faster, but we can run at FTL speeds longer before we have to discharge the core.
Okay, and personal questions.
Where else have you served, Adams?
If you name a class of Alliance ship, I've probably served on it. Everything from dreadnoughts and carriers right down to frigates like the Normandy. My last assignment was on the Tokyo, only a cruiser, but she was a good ship. Couldn't hold a candle to the Normandy, though.
Okay, well, goodbye.
Carry on, Adams.
Aye, aye, Commander.
More Codex entries. I'm gonna have Codex entries for years at this rate. Well, I am gonna pause here for today, and on Sunday we will continue talking to all of our companions who are now on the Normandy. And in theory, if that doesn't take too long, I will be able to go back to the Citadel, I hope, to work on some side quests and then go from there. But as always, thank you so very much for watching. Please do keep yourselves safe, and I will see you again on Sunday with another new Mass Effect video.